The Detroit Lions lose in the heartbreaker. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome to Detroit Lions Syndicate. If this is your first time here, we talk about the Detroit Lions, so consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. This game was in our hand. We had it, and we gave it away. That's the subject of this entire game. This game was given away after, in my opinion, should have never been what it was. Detroit got up to a early 14-point lead early in the second quarter after both teams failed to make field goals with their first possession. The Detroit Lions had this game, and they blew it. Bad coaching, horrendous play by Amani Oruwariye. Now, we did lose Amon-Ra St. Brown. He tried to give it the best he could, and DeAndre Swift obviously was not 100%. Could that have been a difference? It could have been. But this game, in my opinion, goes to bad coaching. Several third downs that were not completed turned around that the fourth downs were. But a very critical fourth down at the end of the game. Okay, you go for it after your kicker missed. Now, you could say that you didn't have any faith in Austin Seibert. In my opinion, that's the Lions' fault. They cut Riley Patterson, who was the more accurate kicker of the two. Seibert had the leg, and he didn't have the accuracy. Riley Patterson had the accuracy, but not the same leg. Poor coaching, in my opinion, was the difference maker in this game. The wide open plays to Osborne twice consecutively is why one of the reasons the Detroit Lions lost this game. We talked about how it comes down to a few better plays, and the Minnesota Vikings did just enough. Jamal Williams tried the best he could carrying his team. Chark, we finally got a Chark sighting, TJ Hawkinson, and everything, right? So the Detroit Lions, I don't know if they have 19 consecutive quarters with a touchdown, but I know that they have 18. Now, there's a lot more that we're going to go into in the post-game show, but in my honest opinion, this game came down to coaching. Bad coaching from the top, from Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a very aggressive coach, and sometimes the one thing about aggression, if we had this game, we had it. We literally put it on a platter and gave it to the Minnesota Vikings. Now, with this loss, the Detroit Lions will drop to 1-2, and they will drop to fourth place in the division. Now, Lions fans, it's not the end of the world. And I heard a lot of SOLs in the chat. I didn't feel a single SOL. SOL is a feeling that I did not have. The first thing that I thought was bad coaching. That was the first thing that came out of my mind is not, here we go again, Lions doing the same thing they always do. Because, in my opinion, they didn't do the same thing they always do. Jared Goff, I do not want to hear that Jared Goff is the problem. Jared Goff was not the problem. Not only did he didn't get sacked, right? He did not get sacked. One is off the top of my head. Neither team had a sack, but he did have the one costly interception. What it wasn't costly, it was in garbage time. Basically throwing across his body, off his back foot to the end zone, trying to make something happen. This game does not go on Jared Goff. This game goes on the coaching staff, 100%. There was a play at the end of the first half that if Josh Reynolds is just, I don't know what he was doing, but he missed. He stopped running his route. He didn't even look for the ball. Jared Goff threw a nice pass to him, and you could tell that Josh had slowed down and wasn't even looking for the ball. Always got to look for the ball. After 3 games in, DJ Chark is a waste of money, 100%. Now, he's on a 1-year deal, incentive-laced, and right now, DJ Chark is not going to be signed next year, in my honest opinion. Jeff Okudah played outstanding. But Amani Oruwariye, how could he possibly be a number one corner? I say, now he was on Justin Jefferson. He was on Adam Thielen, but he was holding. He was getting pass interference calls. This guy, what happened? I mean, you're up against premier talent, but you're supposed to be a premier player, and you're playing like you are third, fourth string like you should be in the XFL somewhere, the USFL. Okay, and the way Amani played today, I'm doing the USFL a disservice by even comparing him. Okay, so Lions got to regroup. We have a chance to move to 2-2 next week. A lot of good teams lost today and moved to 1-2. So it's not the end of the world. We had a chance. Now I can see where people can say SOL when it comes to you have a chance to take first place early in your division and you don't. Okay, but this is a long season. We have 14 games left. Long season. Bye week comes in 3 weeks, and it looks like we're going to need it. Offensive line played pretty well. I think that this game was lost on bad coaching, and we got to see what the Lions' depth was today. And in my opinion, it was lost on bad coaching. That's what it was. Yeah, our defense is what we know they are. Aiden Hutchinson was a non-factor today, but most of the defensive line was a non-factor. Malcolm played pretty good. To me, this is a loss that you have to put 100% on Dan Campbell and Dan Campbell alone. That's my opinion. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. If you're seeing this video before 5:30, make sure you call in and voice your opinion on the postgame show. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself. We got to regroup and get a W next week against the Seattle Seahawks. And as always, go Lions. Today, this was a tough pill to swallow. I'm not even mad, but it's tough to say the least.